welcome, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders. Welcome to the Ultra Heel Wrestling Podcast. I, of course, am the franchise, Steve Franchise, aka J-Kid, and we got a special guest in the building today.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Bartman. He's back.
Bartman is back.
Remember, I may be 100% babyface, but I'm 200% ultra heel.
Yes. Bartman, how are you doing, man?
Oh, God. Thank God the Mega Million won.
Yeah, thank God, because, you know, hell of a summer.
I would have been at work today if it was still open.
Oof, man. Sounds like a great day to be an Ultra Heel right now.
Oh, yes, it does.
Now, guys, as you may know, Darth Messiah is on vacay land.
Winning money. Winning money.
Winning money, of course. Shout outs to Darth Messiah. He'll be back next week. And, yeah, let's kick it off, you know, our favorite segment. And, guys, do yourself a favor. If you're watching the video portion of this, always go to the first 3 minutes of Cheeks of the Week. For our week, we got Gigi Dolan, of course, on the left, I believe.
Yep, Gigi Dolan on the left. Nikita Lyons in the middle.
Nikita Lyons. Nikita Lyons, of course.
Nikita Lyons, MAGA.
And Tony Storm.
Yes, Tony Storm, otherwise known as Tony fans.
Hey, Tone. But yeah, I can admire these women for these cheeks, especially Nikita. she has some admirable cheeks. So yeah, like we said, always tune in the first 3 minutes of the show where you see the cheeks of the weeks. Now we do have an extension.
Yes,
we do have an extension. We have we got a hot sister update. Let's say
I would say more of a hot sister warning. Sister warning entering your system.
Entering your systems. We got Shotzi and her sister Shani. Man.
Godly.
Yes. Now, with me, as a fellow Peruvian,
you know, oh, that's an update.
I could always admire my country's greatest women. You know, like and Shotzi, yeah, she's a good-looking woman.
I was just happy that they're both goth.
Yeah. Goth is beautiful. It's that.
Goth is love, goth is life, goth is winning.
Goth is always winning. If it's not on life, but then yeah. But yeah. She has a good looking sister.
Fine looking sister.
Yeah, it's not yeah, I mean,
imagine the both of them walking down to the ring like the Bella Twins used to.
I could dig that.
Oh, I can watch SmackDown every week.
God's sisters going into the ring. Why not? You know? Why not?
Of course.
All right, guys. Now, well, getting all of this out of the way, let's go through the Ultra Heel news. So we got a debut, or not debut, a return. We got a return.
Third time, if I'm correct.
Wow, third time?
Yep.
Karrion Kross, man.
Oh, God.
Take it away.
Let's just start with SmackDown in general. We had Ricochet beat Corbin because of Pat McAfee doing another interference spot.
Pat McAfee.
God, you know what? I want to see Pat McAfee versus Corbin for at least a couple more pay-per-views.
Yeah, because that was good at SummerSlam, right? That was a really good match.
I mean, since we're not going to talk about Pat McAfee versus Adam Cole, this is a good intro feud.
Oh yeah.
For people for the casuals.
Weren't they both in the
Colts?
In the Colts.
They were both on the Colts, and they were supposedly both roommates.
Oh wow. So no wonder that feud for rent money. Last rent money they couldn't do.
Yeah. Then we have Nakamura defeating Ludwig Kaiser to become the #1 contender for Gunther and his Intercontinental Championship.
Gunther is playing on the sidelines right now until he gets that freaking title gives that opportunity to Nakamura, because we know he's gonna give it to Nakamura.
I mean, it's all based on what Triple H wants to write in now. So,
Oh yeah, because now
hopefully either Gunther looks strong in this fight, or if Nakamura takes the title, we get a long run with Nakamura.
yeah, we should have a good fight after that. Yeah, like
And not
during that.
a stupid like face run like he did with what was it, Rick Boogs, and the
Yeah.
whole air guitar thing. It was nice, but we need to see the dominant Nakamura that we had in NXT as the world champion, as the
that's
NXT
what I'm
world
talking
champion.
about. We do need to see that dominant Nakamura, and I felt like it all went downhill once he went to the main roster.
Oh yeah.
You know, like it's just like wow, they try to revamp his theme. They try to
Actually,
do
the
a lot.
revamped theme I liked.
Yeah, which I didn't mind the revamp theme, but the thing is, like, they try to change that whole the Nakamura.
Well, that was Vince.
You know?
That was Vince.
Yeah, it was Vince. But now that we have Triple H back, man,
Yes.
I can't wait to him revert back to the old NXT experience.
Please.
Because Nakamura was big in NXT.
And now going on to the next feud, because this again agreeing. Well, no, go back to this. Yeah, still on SmackDown.
All right, cool.
Baszler, Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get the trump card queen back.
We're gonna see some fire out of all these stars that were Triple H people. We're gonna see them back, and we're gonna see them as they should be in the main roster, but in that essence of NXT where they were at, you know, that they were at their prime.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait to see that.
And especially since now that she's going after the women's title, which her best friend Ronda Rousey just lost.
That's oof.
So
I
now
think-
we actually have Shayna Baszler trying to probably kill Liv Morgan.
Ooh, if you mess up my bestie, you know.
Oh God, Liv can't drop the title now, but this is arguably one of the best things for New Jersey in a long time.
Exactly. Because why, man?
This is Jersey!
Because, man, that's what it is.
10%, 100%.
Exactly.
Ha
So yeah, I can't wait for Liv to actually face Shayna Baszler in a match. So for the title, because it's gonna be interesting. I mean,
yeah.
Ronda almost broke her arm, and just imagine if Shayna Baszler just breaking everything else, like, you know, and she's still
Assuming
retains the
it's not another roll-up pinfall
title.
victory.
I know,
but-
right? I didn't like that angle. I really didn't like that angle, how they did it with her. Like, she had to roll up to win.
And rumors were on last Friday's show, Liv Morgan was actually being booed because of that whole feud and because of that whole angle.
Cause, man, that was something that Vince started, pretty much. Vince started that whole angle.
Yeah, but you still could have done something better.
Could have, but yeah, that is a initial squash match, bro.
Speaking of squash matches,
Ooh.
the Viking Raiders took on some local talent, and yeah, that's basically what happened. After the match, though, Kofi Kingston came back to defend his brother, Xavier Woods,
Aw.
with a kendo stick and absolutely beat the shit out of them. Which led to a one-on-one match where Kofi beat Eric, so that's probably a feud going into Clash of the Champions or whatever the hell the title, the pay-per-view, Clash of the Castle.
I didn't even. Oh yeah, Clash of the Castle. I was like, Clash of the Champions. I didn't think that was coming soon.
Well, that's probably replacing Clash of the Champions.
I'd rather it be Clash of the Castle though, because that is definitely a better sounding name than Clash of Champions.
Yeah, and this way you don't have to have every champion being in a fight.
Yeah, true. Unless, you know.
Every champion being in a title match.
Yeah, because with that, I mean, it would have been great just to have like a little spin up, you know, just to have a little spin on everybody just trying to go for a title. But it probably would end up as everybody retaining it except one or two people.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. I get what you mean.
And now we get to the big SmackDown news. That's what Drew McIntyre was saying after Karrion Kross came back and kicked his ass.
Oh, man. That was a crazy return.
I'm so happy
We all are.
that he's not going to lose to Jeff Hardy in 30 seconds.
Well, you know where Jeff is.
Well, we know where Jeff is now, and we know Karrion is supposedly now the number 2 heel being booked as of SmackDown right now.
This is gonna be something. And the way that they brought it is so like it's a captivating thing because just having Scarlett there, just like doing the hourglass, just putting the hourglass on Roman.
Scarlett is I'm so grateful that she's back with him now.
Yeah.
The fact that Scarlett can now do her original promo skills and everything and be the manager for Kross. And I'll admit Kross was better bald, but I mean, once we get his new non-gimp suit outfit, it's going to be good.
But with this, I mean, he was supposed to take on this role a few years ago, for real, but it's just creators never knew what to do with him.
Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon. Now that the game has changed the game, we're going to get some really, really good TV.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get some good wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. I said it. Wrestling.
We'll get back to that news later, but
Yes.
otherwise, now it's time for Raw and the Raw highlights.
Yeah.
First off, we had Team Bailey, which is Bailey, the new members Io Sky and Dakota Kai.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the call-up. Thank you for the good call-up
That was
for
a good
them.
call-up.
That was my favorite moment of the pay-per-view.
It was great.
They're now doing a 6-woman tag match with Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka at Clash of the Castle.
That's going to be a good match.
A lot of good booty at that match too. A lot of good booty.
And we're also excited that Bailey's back. I'm excited that Bailey's back. I'm very excited.
I'm excited that Bailey's back. It wasn't in the way I was expecting it to be, but I'm glad she's back.
Yeah.
I thought she would go to SmackDown, take care of the blue title since Charlotte's not there. But you know what? I'm happy.
I'm actually happy she's on Raw right now.
I'm happy she's on Raw. I feel sorry for the Becky injury because you could have brought Becky over to the blue brand
Yeah.
as a heel or as a face, whatever.
But she's going to be out for a couple months.
Yeah.
I mean, injuries happens, of course. A good fighting wrestling match. That's where I said it. Wrestling match. But, yeah. Wrestling. But, yeah, hopefully we get Becky back soon.
Speaking of injuries,
Ooh.
Kevin Owens basically destroyed Ezekiel.
Yeah, I see that.
If you remember Elias's little brother Ezekiel, he may be dead, and we don't know about it.
Yeah, he may be gone. But you know who could get that revenge and avenge his little brother?
Elias.
Elias.
Walk with Elias.
The crowd is gonna walk with Elias, of course. The Elias gimmick is gonna come out better than ever. I mean, the Elias gimmick was great.
The Elias gimmick might actually do good now with Triple H. He might actually win a match.
Finally, the Elias gimmick will come back, and this is not confirmed, but I definitely know that Triple H hears his fans. So the Elias gimmicks is definitely gonna come back. We definitely know. Speaking of coming back.
Well, not just yet. Hold on, because that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. Yeah.
I got you. Go ahead.
We got the whole Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
The Judgment Day scenario. We have Damian Priest now challenging Edge for a match in Toronto.
Ooh.
Probably before Clash at the Castle. I don't know if that's next week or if it's 2 weeks from now, whenever that match is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But in Edge's home country.
Man, there's gonna be a roaring crowd of Edge heads over there.
Oh yeah,
Roaring crowd of Edge heads.
that's the perfect match for Edge to either win, or you're gonna push Damian Priest to the moon as a heel.
If I was Triple H, I think I would do that.
Yeah,
think
you
I
have
would
to push Damian Priest at this
Push
point.
Damian Priest because Edge already could have his big pop and everything. He's gotten a lot of big pops over the years, and he could give them the pops. Like he could definitely sell over Damian Priest.
And it's the fact that they lost so much push when Vince McMahon was heading Raw.
Yeah.
Now that Triple H is there, it's like, all right, big beefy men. The real big beefy men, no matter what size they are.
As you know, how Vince loves his big beefy men. What up, Valador? It says, yo, what's going
up?
on? So, yeah, I mean, hopefully they would give more ideal plans for Damian Priest and Rhea and,
Well, I mean, they
Finn
gave
Balor.
Finn the win over Ray.
Yeah.
That's the surprise. They
was
had
huge.
Finn beat Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Well, granted, it was still dirty because he had Rhea bring out Dominic. But Dominic wasn't there at the beginning of the match.
He was upset because the whole
Edge spear.
getting speared or
Edge spearing
Ed.
Dominic, yes.
Yeah, you got it.
Edge speared Dominic, I think it was last week or during the pay-per-view, and what happens is now Dominic's pissed.
Yeah, he's very pissed.
So does Dominic join the Judgment Day?
He kind of gave up once and said he wanted to join. I mean, look how easily he would join.
I would be happy because that means he can now train from other people besides his father.
Yeah, true.
Because I feel like his body style, and that's the thing, I've sort of fallen off from watching Dominic Mysterio. When he first came in, it was like, oh, this is enjoyable. Now it's like, I don't want to watch you.
Yeah.
You're not bad, but you're not at the level of some of these other guys, including Logan Paul.
And Logan did a crazy performance on SummerSlam.
Logan Paul, in his 2 matches he's been in the WWE, has been phenomenal.
Yeah. I feel like Logan Paul has found his calling. I think so.
I think any fight experience Logan Paul is going to have his calling, including the boxing matches.
Yeah, but I see him more as a wrestler because he actually looks good in it.
Well,
Like,
he's got the charisma for the entertainment
definitely
value.
does.
So he can sell it week to week easily. He doesn't even have to fight in a match. He could just be on a show for 1 week.
He took bumps like the actual wrestlers in there. Like, wow. Like, that surprised me that night too. Those 2 nights because I didn't believe that he would do it. Like, I believed it would have been a shit show, but it's not. It was a great performance with him and The Miz.
And speaking of sort of those mid-card kind of matches, we have 3 sort of back-to-back. One being really good, which is Lashley retaining his U.S. Championship.
Yes. Put the bombs down. But yes.
Now, from what I was told, because I was in work at that time and I missed the match, essentially, the Miz came down, AJ Styles came down, the big interference, which set up a no disqualification match for the main event. But the fact that Lashley still retained and beat Ciampa, I was so happy that they're actually giving this man a push.
Yeah, Lashley deserved it, man.
Lashley deserves the WWE Championship or the Universal Championship, in my opinion. But you know what?
Undisputed Championship. He deserved that.
I'm not a big fan of the Undisputed Championship. I like that you're selling Roman as the top dog now. But you have 2 brands. And we know Triple H can sell both of those brands perfectly. So this way, like Survivor Series, it would actually be meaningful.
That's true. Because if, let's say Roman loses the belt to somebody, they would have to split it up, honestly. I feel like they definitely do have to split it up at one point. But do you think this would be the return of a Raw draft? I mean, the WWE draft.
Oh, the draft is supposedly happening soon.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I just don't remember the date that was rumored.
Yeah, because I feel like they just need to split those titles up again.
Yeah.
Just make 2 people just be dominant and let's see them in a fight in 6 months from now.
It's easier to split the tag titles at this point than it is the the undisputed WWE Championship.
You're right, it is. It is easy to split the tag titles. But since Roman still has the belts, I don't know how long we're still gonna have those titles together.
They're gonna make him go 1,000 days at this point. He's already beaten 700. At this point, he's gonna go to 1,000.
I feel like they're trying to make him break Bruno Sammartino's record.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
That's 100% what's happening.
Yeah, because they want to make a new generation of who was the best champion or who was the longest reigning champion.
Well, they want to market now that Roman Reigns is the big dog. That he's beaten. He could arguably go for Ric Flair's record at this point.
I mean,
that's how much they're going to try and push him.
I mean, he would have to lose many times, but yeah.
Yeah, but
if they're going for Ric Flair's title, or Ric Flair's how many times he wins, because it's
Ric Flair's World Heavyweight Championship is what, 17? I think it is.
It's 16.
16, yes.
Yeah.
You need 17 to break it.
It's tied up with Cena too. So.
Oh right, I keep forgetting about that.
Yes.
Yeah, that they have to do that. Yeah.
But if he could actually break the tiebreaker, Shit. He would be the best champion that we ever had in WWE history.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, better than Stone Cold, better than The Rock, better than his own cousin. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Better than Cena, better than Ric Flair, better than Triple H. And Triple H was almost close because we are the ones.
We must acknowledge him.
Acknowledge the tribal chief.
Speaking of acknowledging, we had almost beating two locals. I don't care about that. I won't acknowledge him. Ziggler beating Gable. I'm glad Ziggler's a face again.
I'm glad too. I'm glad Ziggler's getting more TV time than he should.
Yes, he deserves it.
Yeah, because they've been dropping the ball on Ziggler for a while now. But now that we're in a new era, and McMahon, well, technically I'm married to a McMahon, or actually a McMahon. Yeah, McMahon is in charge. So maybe we'll have another title shot opportunity in the future for Ziggler.
I think Ziggler is going to get. He's not going to get the world title shot that he deserves. He'll get the long-term mid-title run that he deserves.
That's true.
Like how he's always labeled as a great intercontinental champion. He'll probably get that with the United States title, I think, if he's still on Raw.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cody has more of a shot, and he's injured than Dolph Ziggler at this point, but. Shit.
Yeah, Cody definitely for the World Heavyweight title has a better shot. Yeah,
they're pushing him to that. Yeah, they're definitely pushing him.
Royal Rumble, I'm expecting that comeback.
Oh yeah,
200%.
He's already my pick for the next Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's hard not to pick him.
It's not hard. It's just. I mean, it's something that it's gonna happen. It's something that's gonna happen. That's all it is.
And then the main event of the evening was AJ Styles beating The Miz in that made-up no disqualification match.
But you know why they did that.
Yeah, to continue the whole feud with The Miz and all this stuff. But the real surprise was at the end of the match.
Oh, yes.
Because during the show, we had all of these random parking lot events and accidents that was happening in the background during the interviews.
Yeah, that was weird. I was like, okay, well, they're setting up for something.
And my favorite debut came back.
Ooh.
We had Dexter Lumis return.
Dexter Lumis is back.
He was arrested by police in the stands. He had his hands on the ringside, and he was just like ready to jump the barricade. But next thing you know, two cops came, arrested him from behind, started dragging him out, but they took off the hoodie, and you saw Dexter Lumis, mustache and all.
Getting carried away by the two rent-a-cops.
Which looks like they actually had pieces on them.
Yeah, it looks like it. But it definitely looked like a Party City costume.
And the best news about it, that video on YouTube, within 24 hours, or probably even less than, 1 million views already.
Because that was surprising.
That just shows how many people are actually interested in Dexter Lumis returning.
Because it's huge, man. Because you never see McMahon make this decision. But this is great, man. This is going off to a good start already. The first month already, going off like with a bang. I would be scared if I'm AEW.
If I'm scared if I'm AEW, if I'm scared about anything, it's that they just announced they just brought back the Women's Tag Team Championship. Yeah. And we have the bracket revealed already. For those who don't know the bracket,
there you go.
We have Dana Brooke and Tamina versus Dakota Kai and Io Sky. That was last night on Raw. Io Sky and Dakota Kai won. We have Alexa Bliss and Asuka versus Nikki Ash and Doudrop. Raquel Rodriguez and Aliyah versus Xia Li and Shotzi. Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark. Interesting.
That's an interesting team right there.
We have an NXT Women's Tag Team going up against Natalya and Sonya Deville, so they're probably the team that's going out.
Yeah, NXT is definitely up for grabs on the title now. So
I'm happy.
That's good. I like it. I'm loving how they're but the only thing that I'm upset with, please change Doudrop's name back to Piper Niven.
Just change your name in general.
Just change your name.
Just change your name in general.
Change your name. I hate this Doudrop name. Please, just change it back or something.
I'm calling it Dakota Kai and Io Sky win, but that's only for the next thing that's going to happen.
Oh, my God.
We had a surprise at the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo. C2E2.
So, according to Meltzer as well,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a return from a walkout previously.
Well, the walkout is still the open term because they were never officially released.
Yeah, I mean, definitely they're definitely in contract. They just needed to be negotiated.
Yeah, internal conflicts and all that stuff. But
what we're talking about is the return of Naomi and Sasha.
thank God.
Uh-huh.
Thank God. Please get them back on television. We need someone that respects the women's tag team titles.
Who other than Naomi and Sasha, man? The bad team, bad.
Now, do we have to acknowledge them too? Because I would gladly acknowledge them as members of the Bloodline.
Oh yeah, I mean, Naomi's part of the Bloodline. So
Naomi's married to the Bloodline, but she could really be brought into the Bloodline at this point.
She could. She definitely could. I mean, it would be dope if they acknowledged that she's, married into
Right.
it, and then she comes in, right by who is it, Jay's, right?
Jimmy, I think.
Jimmy, right? So yeah.
I want to say Jimmy, but at this point I don't remember. They've both been arrested so many times that I can't remember who's who.
Man. But great to see that they're working things out with them, and hope to see them in a great return.
Well, what's also going to be great is all this Vince McMahon's former team-related news.
Oh.
First off, Mr. Wheelchair John Laurinaitis is gone.
Pa fuera.
The people power is out of office. Thank you.
John Laurinaitis have left the building.
Now, what does this mean for any other Vince McMahon former team members, which includes Kevin Dunn?
He's next.
Please get rid of the 15 to 30 camera shots per one match.
Yo, for real, because Kevin Dunn needs to leave. Right now me and Alex. I wish Alex was here right now. Alex would have definitely put a petition about Kevin Dunn.
No, Alex would have already had it signed and had us all sign it during the middle of the show.
For real, we need Kevin Dunn out of the picture.
Now here's how bad for those who are casual listeners or don't understand what Kevin Dunn does. You're looking at me in one camera straight ahead. Now imagine a camera on my angle over here. Now imagine a camera over here. Now me just talking to you, it would have swapped to all three of those cameras 6 different times.
That's so true.
If there's a square, you look in the square.
Kevin Dunn has done awful work, camera angle work. I really hate it. I hated the production of WWE. Maybe that's why I didn't like WWE recently before Triple H got into power. But yeah, it was just awful, man.
His camera angle work needs to be banned like those Vince McMahon words.
Speaking of banned Vince McMahon words.
And this is what me and J-Kid were referencing earlier.
Yeah.
Wrestling and wrestler are back from microphone use. A show about wrestling is no longer a show about sports entertainment.
Yes. We got real wrestling back in the WWE.
We have real wrestling. We have real wrestlers. We have the sports entertainers, but they'll admit they're sports entertainers. They're not wrestlers.
Well, now they're wrestlers.
I'm still mad that we don't have the word hospital yet, or anything better than local medical facility.
It's all right. We'll get there soon.
That was the local medical facility is still currently being used on WWE's website per the what's his name, Ezekiel beatdown. But
yeah.
imagine hearing the words title belt, blood, hospital. Oh my God, I feel like going back to 2007.
Not even. It takes me back to like 1998.
Yeah, well, that sounds about right, yeah.
Attitude Era when it was its finest. Man, I just can't wait for Triple H to change more of the game. Like, I'm like all in now. Like,
oh yeah.
Speaking of AEW, we'll get to that. But yeah, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. I'm with this whole like, Hunter era, bro. I'm with it.
It's the freedom. It's gonna become the freedom of speech era.
It is.
It's gonna be the freedom of speech era. And thank you, Hunter. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, whatever we want you to call. You want us to call you. Thank you, God.
The grapefruits is gone.
Oh yeah, grapefruits is gone, so it's actually gonna be balls now.
It's not on Stephanie's purse.
Ric Flair grabs him right in the grapefruits. Just say grapes. Why grapefruits? They're bigger.
Oh, man. Well, what a great year for wrestling.
Great year for a certain man too.
Ooh.
Bray Wyatt. He's still going on with his cryptic tweets. Now, Darth Messiah would know more about this than I do because I have not been looking at his Twitter recently. So what does it actually say?
So Winham's 6. He's actually saying wrestling is not a love story. It's a fairy tale for misochits? I don't know what. He's very, very cryptic on this. A comedy for people who criticize punchlines.
Masochists. There we go.
Masochists. There you go. Thank you. Fairy tale for masochists. A comedy for people who criticize punchlines. A fantasy most can't understand. A spectacle no one can deny. Lines are blurred. Heroes are villains. Budgets are cut. Business is business. But it can also be a land where dead man walks. It's pretty much, I don't know if I want to read this whole thing, but yeah.
No, you don't have to read the whole thing, good.
Let me see. Where honor makes you elite, where demons runs for office, and rock bottom is a reason to rejoice. Woo! It's an escape, a reason to point the blame at everyone or anyone but yourself for 2 + 3 hours. An excuse to be a kid again. And nothing matters except the moments we are in. Wrestling is not a love story. It's much more. It's hope. And in a world surrounded in hate, greed, and violence, a world where closure may never come, we all know a place that has hot and cold hope and on tap. For the better or for worse.
So it's his callback to wrestling.
Yes, it's definitely a callback. He's coming back. We don't know when.
We don't know when and we don't know where because he does say honor, so that leads into Ring of Honor and Elite, which could mean to AEW. I would obviously hope for WWE because that's obviously where he's made most of his career.
Yes.
And hopefully as The Fiend.
And that The Fiend gimmick was really, really captivating for the WWE audience because he had this whole setup for it. But what if he did take that somewhere else? What if he did take that to AEW?
Oh, it wouldn't be The Fiend, but people would be happy, and I doubt Impact.
It will probably be Windham. Windham 6.
Wyndham Rotunda.
Yeah, I mean,
a good name for a creature. No one expects the name Wyndham. Oh, hello, my name's Wyndham. What?
Wyndham. And he has a different mask than what the WWE is.
Yeah, instead of the Fiend mask, he makes it something more monstrous. He can walk down with his head every time going into the ring, which would be so happy. That was
so cool.
That was my favorite thing about the Fiend at first.
Yeah, and this last part of his contract, yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Valador says Kevin Dunn needs to study storyboarding. You mean story building?
No, storyboarding as in animation and going through.
Oh, yeah, storyboarding. So he can properly do his job. He hasn't been properly doing his job for years.
No, he has not. I think Vince McMahon just said, fuck it, do whatever you want.
Yeah. Oh, I like this guy's angle.
We need a camera angle.
Six more of this.
We need a camera angle of someone making a punch that makes their ass look good. Then go back to them taking the hit. Then go back to the ass looking good.
That's literally Kevin Dunn's totally
Since they're talking about unprofessional staff and all of that,
Ooh, we're getting to the other show.
we're going to the other show right now.
Ooh. Now, on the other show.
AEW, All Elite Wrestling.
So, Tony Khan called unprofessional. Threads walkout by backstage staff, of course.
Does that mean MJF was right?
Oof.
I think that does mean that MJF was right.
That he's a mark?
That he's a mark.
Ooh, this is looking bad for AEW.
He could be a mark. He could be a little Jimmy, as R-Truth would call him.
Oh, shit.
Here we
go again.
Oh, man. I think, yeah, I would be scared right now. I would be shitting my pants if I was AEW right now.
Well, if I'm AEW, I'm also afraid because you're about to lose arguably two of your superstars that are so unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
Miro and Andrade.
Man.
And if we get to the next ride, Andrade even liked the tweet that called out Tony Khan.
It's Tony Khan. I don't like him. Man, if we get Andrade back, that means I guess Charlotte would stay as well.
No, if Andrade gets cut from All Elite, he's going back to New Japan and staying in New Japan.
I could see that.
Those are arguably his best years.
Yeah, because that's where he got really famous.
And his recent match was it a recent match or is it going to be tomorrow? And his match tomorrow, whatever the show is, Quake at the Lake. He's tag teaming with Rush, his old partner from New Japan.
I don't know. I mean, I think Triple H really liked him too. Like, you know, he would probably want him back. You know, he was really good in NXT.
Yeah, he was good in NXT, but I feel like he was the whole American market basically ruined him.
Yeah, because they didn't know who he was until later on. But now he's known as like Ric Flair's son-in-law.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
true.
much.
He's Ric Flair's son-in-law, husband to Charlotte. You can make that a mixed tag team going into WWE again.
Mm.
Having them be the dominant power couple to probably beat Miz and Maurice, and then Edge and Beth Phoenix, and then whoever is the next wrestlers that are married there. And speaking of marriage,
Oh man.
Sammy Guevara. He finally married Tay Conti over the weekend.
Aw.
And Tony Khan was even at the wedding partying and having a great time.
Because you know he loves Sammy. He
But
definitely loves Sammy.
He definitely loves Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
But a year ago, he proposed to someone else. On AEW television, he proposed to his longtime girlfriend and Pam. And then afterwards, there was a breakup.
Mm-hmm.
So is Sammy a pimp?
Well,
Or, I mean, Sammy's happy now. If Sammy's happy now, if Pam is happy now, everyone's happy.
everyone's happy. Yeah, let's hope Ty Conti's happy. So yeah.
Yeah, otherwise that'd be an interesting divorce.
Yeah, that would be.
Ty
They
Conti,
seem
one of the popular women's on AEW TV. Sammy Guevara, one of the popular heels on AEW TV right now.
I mean,
Popular.
she seems a little happy though. She seems happy. I mean, from what I've seen.
I mean, he
it's
claims
only
himself a
TV.
Spanish god. He better be a Spanish god, especially to her.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. He's not my Spanish god, but
Yeah, no.
that's Jesus to me. But well, speaking of the AEW, we still have some matchups going on Saturday night. Saturday night fight night, of course.
Oh, Battle of the Belts. Yeah, last
we got
Saturday.
Battle of the
Last
Belts.
Saturday this was. So we have the results already. Wardlow retained his TNT
this was
title.
last Saturday.
Yeah, it was last Saturday. Wardlow retained his TNT title against Jay Lethal. A match I would not have even watched because Jay Lethal it's not the Jay Lethal of Impact. It's not the Jay Lethal of Ring of Honor that we
This
loved.
is new heel Jay Lethal.
Heel Jay Lethal is good. It's just it's just AEW. AEW writers have not been on the ball with Jay Lethal.
They haven't. They don't know what to do with him. But
Yeah, but
they said he was. But some people say he's not good. He's not easy to work with either.
that's also true.
So I mean, even Ric Flair said it. Even if it's a promo, it's probably real.
Yeah.
He's like, he'll never get a title shot. He's
never get a world
angry all the time.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. I wish I had that Black Machismo back, or just him doing the impressions again.
Yeah, him doing the impressions of Ric Flair. Oh my God, those are hilarious.
Godlike.
That whole woo battle back in the Hogan era of Impact, that was hilarious.
Who knew? 15 years later, was it 15 years now?
Something
how
like
old
that.
is that now? 10
No,
to
that had to
15
been
years.
Hogan took over Impact in 2010.
Yeah.
So 12 years, let's say,
So say
11,
about
12 years.
12 years later, they had a fight, the last fight for Ric Flair.
Yeah, and that's actually the interesting fact that Jay Lethal was a part of that match,
Yeah.
even though Ric Flair has never stated that much for him.
Yeah. It was also weird that Jeff Jarrett had double duties that weekend. So
No,
yeah.
I feel like that was a marketing decision. I feel like WWE said, besides the fact that he's doing another show, which is including Ric Flair, it's also, all right, he's in the area. We're in Nashville. All right, let's get Double J back. Which, actually, this is a more surprising fact if people don't know. Who won the battle between Vince McMahon and Double J Jeff Jarrett? Jeff Jarrett right now.
Jeff Jarrett, exactly.
He may not have been on WWE TV, but he started Impact. He got Impact up to a good point. Sure, Impact is not what it is now, but he's left Impact and dominating on WWE television.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Jeff Jarrett's living the prime of his life right now, arguably.
Well, yeah, he's almost past his prime, but he's definitely there. He's definitely, look at the physique. He's still walking around like he's 30.
He's still better than some of these 45-year-olds and 50-year-olds that are still in the ring.
You know who looked better than Jeff Jarrett though that night?
Who?
Freaking DDP.
DDP is so. That whole DDP yoga program, I have to try it. I have to start it.
I might have to try it too if I'm gonna be old as hell and just still walking like I'm 30.
Well, he also does the dieting and everything to go with it. That's the hard thing for me. It's like pizza's pizza.
But dude, the man walked like he was 20 years old still.
Oh yeah,
he was just getting into wrestling again.
He's probably running miles that definitely will outlap me.
And still stalking Undertaker's wives.
Yeah, that's the best part. The fact that he's sitting behind the Undertaker and all of wrestling Twitter is just going, he's still stalking Undertaker's wife? Undertaker's child's there too. Is he stalking the whole family?
Stalking his ex-wife, his current wife.
Fucking my. Well, granted, I don't want to legally say this. Is Michelle McCool worth stalking? Yes. Would you? Should you? No. Do not commit that crime.
You shouldn't.
That is a heinous act.
If you want a dead man on your ass.
Especially if you want the Undertaker on your ass.
Yeah,
because,
you will be a dead man after it.
Yeah, because he's got guns. He's got guns.
Yeah, don't let that retirement fool you. He still whoop your ass.
Yeah.
He'll still do the tombstone on you.
Yeah.
So.
And the main event of Battle for the Belts.
Yes.
Claudio, I cannot pronounce his last name.
Claudio Castagnoli.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Retains against Konosuke Takeshita.
Oh, you could pronounce that though.
I watch too much anime.
Me too. I hear you.
I could go for what's his name? Who sings Cult of Meat with Extra Cheese again?
Which one?
Cult of Meat with Extra Cheese. Oh God.
Drawing a blank.
I need Messiah
on that one.
I need Messiah right here.
Oh, I wish Messiah was here. Messiah, we need you. It ain't Messiah, but we're getting a call from the gods. We're getting a call from the gods.
Finally, perfect timing.
Perfect timing, please. Introduce yourself.
Yeah. It's your boy, Alex the motherfucking Hill, a.k.a. the Stanley of podcasting, and also known as the man that phone died and he didn't even know it was dead until he restole it. Mind you, it's been sitting on the charger this whole time. I'm saying, like, why haven't I got a phone call? Grab a phone. I'm like, why is this phone not come? Oh my God, my phone is dead.
We tried like 3 times before the podcast started, but otherwise, yeah it's all right.
It's all right. We knew you
that's
would
my
call
life.
eventually.
There's been a lot going on.
Nah, that's no problem,
You
brother.
good? You good?
But yeah, now that we're at that point, maybe he knows. Go ahead.
Jim
Guy.
Cornette. There we go. I just remember the name.
Cornette. There you go.
Jim Cornette probably would have called. What was his nickname for Takeshita? Take a shitta?
Take a shit up.
Something like that.
There you go. I was like, wait, somebody I know said that. But we're on the topic of the Battle of the Belts on AEW. We already talked about Jay Lethal. We're at Claudio Castagnoli versus Konosuke Takeshita. Did you watch this match recently?
Yeah, I watched some of it, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool," and then I realized, "Why am I watching this?"
Yeah.
I guess this is I guess it wasn't good to catch then.
That's the problem with AEW programming for me. Like, there's so much of it. It's like hard to watch. It's just main show, the one YouTube channel. That should really be it.
True. And that's it.
Yeah, that should be it. But you know, they trying to like WWE. They want to put out enough content out there so they don't lose people watching them. And I get it. At the same time, goddamn.
Oh, I forgot to mention Thunder Rosa versus Jamie Hayter.
I was about to say, no, you didn't forget to mention it. It's just, you know, nobody cares.
There's our Alex.
Yeah, that's exactly what I needed to hear.
There's our Alex.
Yeah, I'm about to say, let's just stay down to this. Like, Thunder Rosa cool. I you know, understand the hype behind her before, but I'm not a dick rider, so I don't understand the hype before or after.
I didn't catch any of these matches.
Does.
And now we got tomorrow's Quake at the Lake TV show, pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it, TV special.
Yeah, Quake at the Lake. So we're getting the rematch of 4 years ago? No,
2 years ago, probably.
Years ago. John Moxley versus Chris Jericho for the interim world championship.
And supposedly this is going to be Painmaker Jericho.
Yeah, which, I mean, he had so many phases already, which I don't even know this one.
Well, Painmaker was back when he originally started doing the modern New Japan stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So we went over after Okada, then some of the other, Tetsuya Naito.
So is this going to be a no DQ match?
I don't remember. I'm just happy that we're getting supposedly Painmaker Jericho versus current John Moxley.
Yeah. And John Moxley seems to be in the best shape of his life right now. So hopefully we'll have a good match. Next we got that coffin match with Brody King and Darby Allin.
This is my favorite feud so far because it's just perfectly timed every segment.
I really think this one will pull through because, I mean, this is already entertaining to even see that they're going to have a coffin match. I want to see how they do a coffin match. And
the statistic is the two coffin matches they've done on AEW TV, Darby Allin's won both of them so far. So do you keep this streak going, or does Darby Allin actually lose and Brody King win?
I don't know.
Which I feel like Darby Allin's been... I'm sorry, Alex.
You killed Darby Allin. You killed Darby Allin. He showed up in NXT as a Darby Albon, and he just let his life go on.
Yo,
that would be wild, especially since Cora Jade is there.
That's true.
His ex, which was the whole allegations between them, both of them abused.
Dolan.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, Triple H run the show. Triple H run the show. She might only get to work 2 times out of the year.
Triple H would make Darby Allin jump, cough, and drop off the top of the ladder.
He would.
He'd make Darby Allin the new Jeff Hardy.
I don't think he would make. I think he'd be like, "Hey, you want to do a coffin?" He'd be like, "Yes." He'd be like, "I didn't even get to finish the sentence."
We're having a ladder.
You think Darby will just do it?
He'll go up to. We're having a ladder match. Yes, I'll do a cough and drop off the top of the ladder. How did you know I was going to say yes? Yes.
Yes, I will.
Hey, so we had an idea. WrestleMania. Yes. What? Wait a minute. What are you saying yes to? Whatever you're thinking, I'll do it.
Yes.
I'll do a cough.
Right.
Yes, I'll do a cough and drop off the logo.
To the top.
You know funny?
Do a cough and drop off the
Titantron. Look, you know, it's funny. Darby Allin was like in his 30s, and this was to travel back in time. He could have been Shane McMahon jumping off the top side of the
facts.
The blades with no problem.
Yeah, you're right.
He would have. And we were just talking about this match. Getting to the next match, the Lucha Brothers versus Andrade and Rush.
Yeah,
we were just talking about that one.
Los, whatever the hell the tag team name in New Japan was, I don't remember.
Los Ídolos?
No, Los something faction. God, I cannot pronounce that name. All I know is
I can't remember.
I remember it, but come on, Andrade and Rush better win.
Mm-hmm.
Andrade and Rush better win. Andrade's unhappy in AEW. Give him the win. Make him happy. And
I don't understand how he's unhappy in AEW. You signed up for this, sir. You could have just stayed home like everybody else.
You could have.
Because we didn't know how long it was going to take for Vince McMahon to get kicked out.
We didn't, but look at Karrion Kross and them. Karrion Kross, what he did, he did a little bit of indie shows, worked out, and stayed his ass home.
Yeah, he also wanted to control your narrative, and Triple H said, "Get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. Come here. Come here, my child."
At this point right now, I did whatever it took to be like, hey, you, bring your ass back home. I wouldn't sound another company if I know I don't really want to be there. Like, I don't understand the whole thing where like that girl on Twitter talking about Rusev, aka Miro.
Miro, yeah.
Talking about some. Oh yeah, he hasn't done much there than he did in WWE. I'm like, bitch, she like he damn if he did, damn if he didn't. Either way he went. So what does it matter at this point? He's still getting paid.
Word.
At least with Miro, you could say that whole TNT title run was good.
It was.
T-Title was good.
His
but,
TNT title run was good.
It was good, but Rusev Day was probably the highlight of his life. But do you want to show up at work every day and try to make a point and get paid, or get paid and not make it to work?
Man. Yeah, I mean, shit. They made the decisions they made already. So.
And we do have.
Wow.
And we do have the new hire for for the women's division. The new supposed women's coach, Madison Rayne, is going up against Jade Cargill for the TBS title.
So Madison Rayne coming to AEW, already on the hot streak, but I don't think she's gonna take it.
No, Jade Cargill is still gonna be dominant. Her abs are gonna be amazing.
Waifu is gonna take it. Jade Cargill, waifu is gonna take it, and we already know the same story. 40, what is it? 45 now.
The right amount of wins so far. Let's just leave it at that. The right amount of wins.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you said it the right way. Cause I was about to say the same thing I said last week. It's great when you're over 500 days champion. It's even better when you're there to wrestle majority of them, or you just wrestle majority of them a champion. When you just sitting in the back and you tell the other wrestling for you, your title reign shouldn't start having days counted like Becky Lynch or
true.
Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar. None of these days should count if you're not there every damn day the show is going on to fight for your belt.
Yeah.
Makes no point.
And I like that these have all been open challenges.
And it makes her go over a lot.
Yeah.
A lot more than usual. So giving like open challenges means that she's not afraid and she will actually win.
And then we have the FTR appearance, which is probably going to lead into them going to be a part of the whole 6-man tag team match, but who's their mystery partner going to be? If not, maybe it's something about defending the AEW titles.
Maybe. But FTR coming back after a really, really good run at even ROH and, just getting into good tag team matches that they were going in last month.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, we need it. The AEW needs the tag team matches back. That's what AEW is supposed to be about, and now at least they're getting their tag champs back.
Yeah.
Or the tag champs back, I should say.
We definitely deserve them coming back right now. So, yeah, they're going to hype up the tag division for a while. This is going to be a great segment for tag division. So, man, tag team wrestling is going to be, yo, DX the motherfucking great says, I still want Mox to change his entrance to the old one.
Yeah, I get why they changed it to Wild Thing, but it's one of those things where it's like, that was the Charlie Sheen entrance in Major League. I every time I hear that song, I don't think Jon Moxley, I think Charlie Sheen.
You think Charlie Sheen? Well, I don't know what I think, but I just think of the 80s. Pretty much like some 80s entrance that's supposed to be badass.
Yeah.
Well, it's that time that we get to. Oh, sorry. It's that time that we get to.
Tweets from the Sheik.
We get the tweets from the Iron Sheik himself, the Sheiky baby.
The man that wants to kill Hulk Hogan.
Always. That's his life's giving, like, that he needs to kill Hulk Hogan.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if Iron Sheik outlives Hulk Hogan, he will automatically just phase away like he got snapped that his job is done.
It's like how, Wile E. Coyote finally catches the Roadrunner.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be that feeling.
Like, what do I do with it now? You can finally rest, Thanos. You can finally rest.
He's gonna be, I'm free of that motherfucker.
Yo,
He's probably gonna stop cursing. His tweets probably gonna be nicer.
Oh yeah,
he is. He's probably gonna be the nicest person ever after this.
Oh no, he'll still have his angry moments, but he'll definitely be nicer. Because marketing states that the angrier you get, the more people are gonna see it.
Yeah, true. So let me read some of the tweets that he got this week. Let's see. All right, let's get ready. So, 8 hours ago, he actually said, "I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life, you dumb son of a bitch."
I wonder what he was angry about,
I don't know.
That's actually a valid point for most people.
That is a valid point, yeah.
Probably he was sitting on the toilet and he wrote that one.
Fuck the 5-foot bats. And there's a picture of a 5-foot bat right here. Like,
yeah, those bats are fucking crazy, motherfuckers.
5-foot bats. Holy crap. Come on, shake your booty, baby. Do the conga. Otherwise, go break your fucking neck.
Damn, that was so specific.
Yeah, right?
I wonder what strip club he was in.
What we give is what we get. You dumb son of a bitch.
That was definitely aimed at Hogan.
Fuck vaping.
Yeah. Agreed. I've started to find a lot of good cigars.
That's good. Cigars is really, really humble sometimes. Let me know if I need to suplex anyone, Baba. Don't let them push you around like a jabroni. That was actually nice.
I got a few people you could suplex.
What's up?
So I got a few people he could suplex.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
of
if they're
course.
gonna survive or he gonna survive, but it is what it is.
Oh, he's gonna have a heart attack mid suplex.
Hey, look, I thought Ric Flair was gonna do the same thing.
What's up?
I thought Ric Flair was gonna do the same thing that last match.
Oh
bullshit.
yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, that would have been a storyline. Ric Flair dies in the ring.
That's what we all thought he was gonna.
What a surprise!
What a surprise, for real. Do you remember the 21st night of September? If you don't, you can go fuck yourself.
That's no 21st night of September.
Oh, I don't remember, so I guess I could go fuck myself.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Damn, bro.
God, that's good.
Damn, cheeky baby. All right, and the last one. If you still use the words kerfuffle, go fuck yourself forever.
I'm with him on that one. I am so with him on that one.
Go kerfuckle yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Oh wait.
I just want to hear him read these out loud.
Yo,
person.
word.
I feel like it'd be the best day
love
ever.
Yeah,
A
like
live Sheik tweet.
or even just a video of just him going and reading his own tweets. That would be fucking hilarious.
I would love a live Sheik tweets, like him just screaming in my ear or something and that shit. Yo. Oh wait. Didn't you get something from Darth? Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. Oh, I might get killed. Well, I guess he's exposed now, so I mean, you know.
Oh, we can let Alex know about it because he doesn't know about it.
Oh.
I don't know shit. I'm confused as hell. You said, Dad, my brain was what?
No, what happens is me and Darth Messiah work together. And I found out about the podcast because of me working there and trying to know him better. So when the whole Vince McMahon allegation news came out, he made a little itty-bitty check.
Oh,
A hush money check.
Nice.
I'll make sure to send you the photo if
Yeah, we'll put it on the
if J-Kid hasn't sent it yet.
we'll put it on the Instagram. I'm gonna take a picture of you holding it. We'll put it on the Instagram of your check. You know, the little hush money check you got, man. What? Oh man, don't go under investigation.
I'm thinking it's a list of stuff I need to do for the workday. Next thing you know, I just open it up and go, "What the fuck is this?"
Hey man, sometimes you need hush money. Like if somebody paid me, I let you know right now, I don't know a damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I'm taking it to my grave.
Oh man. But with that,
That's what John Laurinaitis did.
yo. But with that, we are out of here. Bartman, thank you for filling in, bro. Thank you for our special guest, Bartman.
No doubt. No doubt.
You did incredible, brother. Word.
Can't wait to be back.
Word.
Alex,
Come back anytime.
thanks for coming in. Of course.
Oh yeah.
All right. And I'm J Kid, of course, telling you guys, have a good night and have a good fucking one. Because we are the ones.
We are the ones. Acknowledge us.
Good night to all, and to all, good night. Peace.